There is light at the end of the tunnel. But first, we've got to get through two aspects of the next couple of days, which first, severe thunderstorms with the potential for tornadoes, then flash flooding. And that flash flooding later Friday and into Saturday will be serious. Many inches of rain still yet to fall, and the ground is saturated in many portions of the state. Now, the severe weather situation today, let's talk about that first. I've got the newest model information. I'll take you through hour by hour for your hometown. Remember, models are never perfect, but it gives you that general good idea of how this plays out. But the severe weather threat will be this afternoon and into the early evening, and then a massive heavy rain threat for much of the area with many inches of rainfall. There will be another severe weather threat tomorrow morning, mid to late morning into the early afternoon, especially for the southeastern one half of the state. After that, things quiet down. So much ground to cover here, and I apologize. This is going to be a very in-depth video, but it goes through absolutely every single detail you need to know. On a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being extreme, this is a category 4 out of 5. So it's a higher and high-level risk for severe thunderstorms in that red-shaded area, basically the northwestern one half of the state, including central Arkansas. Don't pay attention to just that area because outside of that, there could be severe thunderstorms as well. It's just showing you that in that red area, thunderstorms in that area will be more numerous and potentially even more dangerous. That doesn't mean they can't be outside of that. All right, so that's the risk. Medium hail, wind, tornado, high to extreme flash flooding. There will be a tornado watch issued. All right, there's the threat for Saturday, southeastern one half of the state, medium risk for severe thunderstorms. Here's forecast track. You wake up and it's cool outside, but that very warm and unstable air is surging towards the north. And at 3 o'clock this afternoon, remember, this is just a computer model, okay? So don't take these literally. But what I see here, especially in northern Arkansas and especially along and east of the new I-57, the old 67, 167, supercellular storms trying to develop. I hope this is wrong, but that's what that's indicating in northeastern Arkansas. This out towards Oklahoma into western Arkansas is severe thunderstorm activity and the tornado potential, but also flash flooding. 5 o'clock. Anything that develops and can develop in this open sector will be severe with a tornado potential. It shows a limited threat of that, but it's there. Look at northeast Arkansas. Yeah, there are those. It's showing supercell thunderstorms there. Remember, this is a model, but it is of concern. This is a high wind, hail, but really high wind and hail, and flash flooding threat, even a tornado threat with that. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So you see, not much happens in the metro until late this afternoon into the evening. This is a high wind threat. I expect along the leading edge of this, numerous severe thunderstorm warnings to be issued, potentially a few tornado warnings. And you see these cells out in front in eastern Arkansas and western Tennessee. But this is just an enormous flash flooding risk because look how that at 10 o'clock, it's still raining in this section of the state from northeast Arkansas through central and southwest Arkansas. That moves away. The severe threat goes down. This, and tonight, so important. Most flash flood fatalities occur at night. So you're going to have tremendously heavy rainfall coming down tonight across southwest through central and northeast Arkansas. And that's at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's still going. This is what I'm talking about with the flash flooding potential. So at 7 a.m., that lifts towards the north. This is the last wave coming through Saturday morning at 7 o'clock. Notice here in southeastern Arkansas, I don't think we're going to have a long period of time to recover with temperatures, but there will be instability. There will be. But high winds, hail, maybe a tornado threat, 9 o'clock in the morning, even in the morning Saturday. This is, again, extraordinarily heavy rainfall, the highest level of flash flooding risk you can have. 11 o'clock in the morning, still very heavy rain, high winds, all that severe weather threat in the eastern one half of the state, 11 o'clock Saturday morning. By 1 o'clock in the 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the severe weather threat, again, according to a model, is still in eastern Arkansas, but crossing over the Mississippi River. Still raining in central Arkansas, 4 p.m. And then it's done. Cape. This is storm fuel. This is like I described this on Wednesday. What this is, the storm fuel is like a big pool of gasoline. And you strike a match and throw it onto that pool and it explodes. If you don't have gasoline, if you don't have that fuel, you throw that match, nothing happens. At least you hope. Anyway, so this is the fuel for thunderstorms, and look how high it is. It's high, almost extreme, but 2,000 to 3,000 Cape. That's joules per kilogram. But anyway, that's beside the point. That's some serious instability this afternoon. 6 p.m., notice how it's that central and eastern portion of the state. 8 p.m., notice the Cape values are still elevated, but they start to come down. 11 p.m., most of it's down except southern Arkansas. And then it surges back towards the north. Now, when it goes down, that's when the flash flooding threat comes into fruition. It's even there before that, actually. But tomorrow morning, notice how that Cape surges back towards the north. Not to the levels as today, that storm fuel, but it does resurge back towards the north ahead of that last wave. And then the severe threat goes early Saturday afternoon. Oh, by the way, it could snow in northwest Arkansas Sunday morning, ending by the afternoon. Of course. That's how you Arkansas. All right, I've got 3 computer models to show you. This is the European showing additional rainfall of 3 to 6 inches, maybe isolated higher amounts, 3 to 6 inches. Remember that corridor, the heaviest rain? All right, that's the Euro. Let's look at the GFS. Okay, it shows in northern Arkansas 7, 8, 9 inches of rain, 4, 5 inches of rain across this area. That's our in-house graph. This is scary. 7, 8, 9 inches of rain additional, which would just be horrible flash flooding right through central Arkansas. All right, so this is the high risk for excessive rainfall. Again, extreme, actually. Extreme risk for excessive rainfall for much of the area. It doesn't get any higher than that. And then that moves towards the east on Saturday. This is the forecast for rain. As you see, wait, that's the old forecast. I'll get to the new one in just a second. There's the flood watch, particularly dangerous situation. Now, there's the new, I apologize the new rainfall forecast, and this indicates a large area of 5 to 10 inches of rainfall. Maybe isolated higher amounts, 5 to 10 inches of rainfall. I told you that this was going to be a long video, although I've done longer. Please stay with KARK, the Arkansas Storm Team. I'm afraid we'll have to do live tornado coverage for today. When I compare this to Wednesday, it doesn't look as robust because we had temperatures near 90. I hesitate to say that because you don't have to have temperatures near 90, although that is extreme, to have serious thunderstorms producing tornadoes. You don't have to have that. And there is that on the table. So don't let down your guard. When I compare the two and the meteorological aspects of Wednesday and today, they're on slightly different levels, but the end result could be the same. Do you see what I'm trying to say here? In that if a tornado hits you, it's just as bad as Wednesday. So we take it from a meteorological level and look at it that way, but then we look at it on, from your perspective, who cares if you weren't hit on Wednesday, then you get hit today. Of course, today's worse. So that's why we're in full mode like we were Wednesday. We'll be in full storm mode today. That's why we have Arkansas Storm Team alert days today and tomorrow. Then we're done with this for a while. From the bottom of our hearts, our weather team, the Arkansas Storm Team, we are so appreciative and thankful because you have a choice and you choose us, and we will never let you down. Thank you very much for choosing us and making us the number one source for severe weather information, and we will be there for you.